Project Runway contestants. First, we're going to have our freshman, Team Zafira, come on up.
We are Team Zafira, Team White. We created an angel to be our mascot.
There's a famous idea that Yom Kippur, the day most of us consider to be the holiest day of the year, is a day just like Purim. Yom Kippur is a day where we fast, sit in shul, and ask God to remember our good deeds. Many have been accustomed to wear white, which is symbolic of purity and angels. Purim is a day filled with physical activities. It is a day of Zafira, remembering the miracle and salvation that we express through our physical actions of the 4 mitzvot. It is a day where we read the Megillah, dress up, spread kindness through Mishloach Manot, and eat a Seudah. On Yom Kippur, we ask Hashem to remember not only the things that seem angelic, but the physical aspects of our lives as well. We hope that Hashem remembers those days, those everyday actions like how we eat, hang out with our friends, and what we choose to do with our free time, just as much as our angelic actions. Our mascot, the angel, reflects both the ways to serve God with Yom Kippur aspect and the Purim aspect. Our team color, white, represents purity and is the symbol of angels. The color of white on the light spectrum is representative of all the colors. We also chose to include and remember all the team's colors on our mask and crown to represent the unity of our school. Additionally, our mask hides half of the face to show how we need to remember us through the holiness and davening, but also through the actions that we do every day.
Let's go, Zafira!
So thank you. President Zafira, that's pretty incredible. Those wings, man, I gotta tell you. Unbelievable. Next. Okay, you're hitting people with these wings. Next, the sophomore from Zafira. The sophomores, come on. Show us what you did, guys. There you go. There's their costume.
She concealed her identity from Achashverosh. Our team's theme is Sigula, literally meaning treasure. In Yud Tet Hey Shmo, right before Matan Torah, Hashem calls Bnei Yisrael his Am Sigula, his treasure nation.
In our project, Miss Sigula artistically combines these two ideas. Initially, she conceals her true outfit, just like Esther. She then changes from trash to treasure and reveals her real costume. Additionally, on our bonus model, you can see our logo at the bottom of the sparkly cave that represents treasure, which is what Sigula is.
Yeah, go blue!
Thank you, good job, guys, incredible. Next, you're not gonna believe Team Hashgacha, 11th grade. Anytime. Oh my God, unbelievable. Anytime.
So, as you guys know, Hashgacha is God's daily involvement in this world. The hat resembles clouds that accompanied Bnei Yisrael through the desert during the day, and the red skirt represents the fire that watched over them at night. The rainbow on the hat symbolizes how Hashem intervenes in the world and ensures us his love and faith is us as Jews. He has the power to create another Mabul and destroy the world, but instead brings a rainbow as a sign that he is always looking over us. The black part on the mask represents our everyday lives at first glance, and then it peels away to reveal the colorfulness of God's presence, symbolizing the concept of Hashgacha. The light streaming from the mouth shows the presence of God in each person. Let's go, Hashgacha!
Thank you so much, guys. And last but not least, Team Go Raw, the seniors. Let's show us what you do. Come on, guys. Oh, here we go. Oh my God. Hashem Rafa. Oh my God, unbelievable.
Meet Choice Chaser, who responds actively to circumstances beyond his control. Our fates are unpredictable, shown by the clock without hands. Our top is Mordecai's sack, which we literally covered in mud. When faced with Bnei Israel's upcoming extermination, he could have taken a passive path. Instead, he utilized his mourning as a tool to gain Esther's support. The tallest with a Jewish star symbolizes generations of Jews who have faced persecution, and like Mordecai, responded actively by holding on to their faith. Esther deals with her lot as well, her good fortune of being made queen. She is by chance placed in a position of power, just like Yosef stumbled upon his leadership role through many twists of fate. Our staff is evocative of Yosef's Technicolor Dreamcoat to illustrate the event that set his story into motion. A lot of parts serendipitously fell into place, illustrated by the magic 8-ball, which represents fate. Esther and Yosef both chose to use their good fortune to improve the lots of others. And our mask shows how people are at the mercy of nature, represented by flowers and lightning with dice showing randomness. The tongue has the quote, Mar Nami Amid Vekatil. In Masechet Shabbat, the Rabbanim discuss the ways your birth shapes your identity. Being born under the auspices of Mars means you have a bloodlust, sated by thievery, being a mohel, etc. Rabbah says he was born under Mars and doesn't do any of these things. The response is, Master, you punish and kill as a judge. We cannot escape the stars we are born under, but we have the agency to determine what we make of them. And of course, we have white, black, and blue in our mask because the other grays can't help that they didn't have the luck to be seniors.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Superstars.